Hello, 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 and welcome everyone. How's everyone doing today on this lovely Monday? Welcome to PICK-3 at a Glance. We're the home of no grids, no root sums, no date sums, no tic-tac-toes, no multiple different rundowns and workouts to learn how to win. Reason being, with the PICK-3 at a Glance strategy, what I did is I took 4 strategies and put them on workout sheets where you tracking the actual 1,000 numbers, all 1,000 numbers, from triple zeros to 999. Welcome, 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 Deborah. Glad to have you with us. From 999. Okay, let's get the first thing out the way. These numbers are random. There's no rhyme or reason to how these numbers are going to fall each day. Simple fact, it can take any number of these numbers straight, and it can take, I know, for 16 years and it never show up. That's why when you plan PICK-3 is the only thing I'm specialized in because it's trackable, teachable, and doable. I can teach anybody how to use PICK-3 at a glance strategy in an hour or less. It's very simple strategy. It's straightforward where you're tracking the actual 1,000 numbers at a glance, and you always know why you playing your number and how you should play that number, and possibly how long you should play it before you fall off on it, and then maybe pick it back up somewhere down the line. But you're working with all 1,000 numbers. Okay? So, like I said, I don't use the tic-tac-toe, date sums, grids, and multiple different rundowns because here with the 1,000 numbers, all you're going to do is get a third of these 1,000 numbers every year. And all those numbers are going to be rotating different in all 52 states. And if you're not tracking, you got this third here, you still got 600 some odd numbers that you don't have no idea what's going on with those numbers if you're not tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. So it's imperative that you track the numbers to see how to play your numbers that you choose. And tracking the actual 1,000 numbers, you have a better chance of narrowing the numbers down to build a bucket list in which to play with. There's no rhyme or reason how any of these 1,000 numbers are going to come the next day, the next draw, the next rundown, the next tic-tac-toe, the next root sum, the next date sum. That's not going to tell you anything. What you need to know, pretty much. It's just like you building a house and you're walking around with a hammer in your hand and thinking you're going to build a house. And that's all you got is a hammer. And if you're not tracking all these 1,000 numbers, you don't have all the tools you need to win at any time. None, zilch, zero. And I learned that the hard way. I learned that the hard way, y'all. I said, hey, this ain't working for me. So I say, this got to be. I looked at every book. I did every tic-tac-toe. I did every rundown. I did every flip. I did every mirror. And I would study going in the hole. Favor ain't fair. Okay, favor ain't fair. You right about that. But what I'm saying is that I know all the ins and outs of everyone, anything you want to ask me. I know everything, and that's why I put this together. What I did with the 4 workout sheets, I put all these 1,000 numbers in an order of 12 columns So you would know how to find each one of these numbers in the 12 columns, and you could narrow everything down to how to track all 1,000 numbers. A simple strategy where you would know why you would be playing a number, why you would be playing, knowing the front side, the back side of the number, the single pair of the number, and the single digits of the number. So I'm going to give you a little brief example. Illinois' evening draw was 786 yesterday. Okay. Now, if that's not a number that I'm playing, but if it was, let me tell you what I would know about it before I played it. 786. The thing I would want to know is the last time that number played and how I would play it and what column it came off of on the PICK-3 of the class. The next thing I would know is this last time the 7-8 fell on the front. This is the tools you're going to need. And the last time the 8-6 fell on the back. Front, back. The next thing I would know, when the last time any parts of these numbers fell in the single pair area. Single pairs. Like here, you got 3 different numbers, so you're going to have 3 different pairs that would consist of the 6-8, the 7-8, and the 6-7. Now, don't let this confuse you. It might look a little confusing, but it won't when we do the rundown, understanding, when I show you how to do the workout sheet. And then the next thing I would want to know, when the last times these numbers fell in their positions, the 7, 8, and the 6. This is the number 1 strategy. This is 2. This is 4. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4 here. And this would be my 3rd strategy. And what I did to know which one of these numbers fell in what position, I just made a column instead of working with single numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I hope you can see that. Move it up. Same here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I made 3 columns 0 to 9 because they was always talking about single digits not hitting, but I didn't know what position the single digits not hitting would be in and how to play it. So I say, let me make 3 columns from 0 to 9. And I would mark off any winning number. This is the winning number. Come in, I mark off the 7 on the front how it came. I mark off the 8 in the middle, like this. And I mark off the 6 on the back. So any of these numbers is a process of elimination that I didn't mark off. I carry them over into the next month, and I know how to play them. I know how to play them and how to place them. Okay? So, keep this in mind here. Now, I'll use this again. All right? And I'm going to show you the strategies and how I lined them up. And then OPPB, be organized, be patient, be persistent, and stick with a budget and play responsibly. I told you about the 22 numbers that I took and did the 1-1 rundown on them to make up the 22 columns. And here's the 22 numbers. If you want to take these 22 numbers, you can screenshot this, do the 111 rundown on them. If you don't know how to do the 111 rundown, I'll be doing a 111 rundown on that 786 so you understand. But here's the numbers that I did the 111 rundown on. Let me see if it's over. Make sure y'all can see it. Look like it's lagging a little bit on me. Make sure it's... You got... You have the 012, the 013, the 014, the 015, the 016, the 017, the 012, the 024, the 025, the 026, the 027, the 037. These are the 12 singles that I took out of the 1,000 numbers and did the 111 rundown on them to make the 12 columns. And each one of these numbers can come 6 different ways. Okay, so if you do the 111 rundown on each number, you're going to have 12 columns that can have 60 numbers to a column. So 12 times 60 give you 720 of those numbers that you can track and spot. And know what numbers fell off of what and what columns. And here's the doubles, which is the 001, the 002, 003, 004, 005, 000, 011, 022, 033, 044. Okay? These here got 2 like numbers in them, so they call doubles. These don't have no like numbers, so they call singles. These are called doubles. And they can come 3 different ways. All right? And there's 9 of them. So you're going to have 30 numbers to a column, and it's going to be 9 times 30 gives you 270 of the doubles. And you're going to have the triples, they can only come one way, so that's 10. So that'd be 280 plus 720. That gives you 1,000 numbers that you tracking using just 22 columns. Okay? And I'm going to show you what I mean by the ways they can come. You remember the 780 I was telling you about? 786 rather, that came in as the winning number for Illinois' evening draw. It got 3 different numbers. So it can come 6 different ways. It can come 786. It can come 768. It can come 687. It can come 678. It can come 867. And it can come 876. Out of those 1,000 numbers, these are 3 numbers, the 6 numbers in the ways it can come. That's why they call them combinations of box. You can box it like that. Or it can come, well, you got, these are the singles and you have the doubles. And even with 2 like numbers in it, let's say 112. This 112, out of 1,000 numbers, it can come 121, and it can come 211. That's the 3 different ways that that number can come. Triples can come only one way. See? No matter how they come, it's going to always be triple zeros. It don't make no different number. This here makes a different numbers. It make 112 or 112 or 121 or 211. And the same here makes 6 different numbers out of the 1,000. That's what they call a combination, because a lot of people box their numbers. So this is the jackpot number here. So if you played this number here and it came exact, you win the jackpot, which in Illinois is $500. The jackpot number. That's what everybody shoot for, is that jackpot. All right? So they can get the $500. But if you can't, and you don't know exactly the way this number is going to come out of these numbers, you can box it and play any way this number comes, you'll win, but it won't be the jackpot. In Illinois, it's $40. $40. Over here is $500. Okay? Now, and doubles is the same way. They can come three ways. You box them, or if you're just shooting a jackpot, it would still be the $500, and here it'd be the $40 if you box all three numbers. Straight box. All right, and the triple zeros, they can only come one way, so they automatically, if they come like that, you automatically get the jackpot of $500. Because triple, and a lot of people play triples because they think that they're easier to hit, and they're not. They're harder to hit because it's only 10 of them that come all year that you can hit on average 3 times out of the year. And when I say on average about a number here, all these numbers on average have to change positions when these numbers are drawn. The 7 and the 7 will change position with the 1, and 1 change position with the 8. And they all like 7, 8, 1. Then the next position might come. I'm sorry, not 7, 8, 1. 7, 8, 6. Then it could come 7, 6, 8. That's changing the position. That's average. Then it can change to 6, 8, 7. Or it can change to 6, 7, 8. Or it can change to 8, 6, 7. Or it can change to 8, 7, 6. And all these numbers are the law average will change positions. They have to change positions for them to work. They will change positions. That's what the law average means. Unless they cheating, they just can't play this number here every day, 7, 8, 6 every day. So, and these numbers here change position working with the law average. When they come out, they would 9 out of 10 change positions. And the same way here, triples, they don't change positions, but only 3 of them normally come out on average a year. 3 of these come out on average a year out of 10 numbers. Let me see here. I'm going to show you on all averages. That's why you have to track your numbers. You have to track. And I'm going to use the triples as example. I'm going to use the triple zeros. I'm going to use them as example so you can understand a lot. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Say you played these triples every day, exact, for the whole year, which is 365 days out of the year. On average, all you're going to get for the whole year is for the triple eights to come out, the triple sevens, and maybe the triple fours. That's on average. Now, it can sometimes go above average. Illinois has done that midday and evening so far. But on average, over the year's times, the most you're going to get is 3 for the whole year. And then the next year, you might get the 0s, the 2s, and the 3s on average. That's what I mean by working with the law average. Because out of any 10 numbers you play exact, all you're going to get is 3 of them for the whole year. That's why you have to track to see what the numbers are actually doing so you'll know how to play them. You got to track them. There's over 30 years of tracking myself and 30 years of putting numbers into my tablet to track these numbers with. And seeing that it's true, you got to track. Or the next third year, you could get whatever normally 9 out of 10, what then come the following year will come up the next year. Let's say the 5, the 6, and the 9 come out the third year. That's why it takes 3 years That's why it takes 3 years for all 1,000 numbers to rotate out working with the law average, or better. It takes 4 years. And you have to know this so you don't be playing a lot of numbers and trying to rush it and trying to win and can't win because you don't know what none of the numbers are doing because you got a hammer in your hand instead of everything you need to do the work to build the house with. Right here. All these 1,000 numbers, it takes an average of 3 to 4 years for these numbers to come out exact. Like here, for all these exact numbers here to come out, it takes a whole year. For all these exact numbers, it comes out, takes a whole year. For all these exact numbers, it comes out, takes a whole year. And then they'll rotate back. And then this group of 3 might come out exact. Or this thick group might come out exact. And then, you know what I'm saying? So if you don't know what the numbers are doing, you can't keep up. Because if these numbers, whatever these numbers is out of the 1,000 don't come out, I'm carrying them over to the next year to play. Because I know that the ones that didn't come out this year gonna follow up with the law average rotating gonna come out the next year. I don't keep playing all them different numbers trying to catch. I just watch what the numbers are doing. And that's what you have to do. Now with the PICK-3 at a glance strategy, I'm gonna show you how it works. How I can do that, how I can track it at a glance. We know that the 7-8-6 came out, Illinois evening draw. So let me introduce you really to. These are the strategies. This is strategy number 1. Here's the numbers I just called off to you on the singles. The 12 columns that I made up. Let me make sure you can see. I hope you can see. Make sure you can see because sometimes I'm getting ahead of myself and I'm thinking you can see. Let me do this here. Open this up. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Yeah. This is strategy number 1 where I put the 12 columns together to make sure I know what numbers have failed. This here is strategy number 2. This is for tracking the single pairs. Strategy number 3, like I did with the 3 columns, to know what numbers, how they fail. And here is the front pair and back pair. Front pair and back pair I was telling you about. On this sheet here, these numbers are the same, top and bottom, and I do them for the whole year. So at the end of the year, I know what numbers are left to play and take over to the next year. And I'm studying rotating with the numbers so I know how they're going to play. I'm not playing just any numbers from anywhere. Okay, now, let me see here. Now, and I'm going against the grain with this, y'all. You know, because everybody got the tic-tac-toe, date sums, grills, root sums and stuff, and they're trying to find out what number's coming the next day after the number didn't fail prior. And you're going to get 90% of those numbers that away if a lot of these are strategies that are being used today. And you're going to go into it guessing instead of knowing why you're playing your numbers. Okay. And so this, and did I show you the double sheet? And this is a double column right here. So you only got 4 workouts that you're going to deal with. And every time you use those workouts, you're going to know what's going on with all 1,000 numbers. And the first thing you got to do is do the 1-1-1 rundown on the winning number that came in, which is in Illinois. It was the 7-8-6. Right here, 7-8-6. You're going to do the 1-1-1 run. Let me do it up here. Let me do it. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. No, there ain't enough room. There ain't enough room. I'm going to just scratch this out here. I'm going to do the 1-1-1 rundown. This is the only rundown you're going to have to worry about knowing and how to use it. And you're going to put the 7-8-6 here. Okay? And you're going to do the 111 rundown on it. You're going to add 1 to each one of the winning numbers. You're going to add 1 to the 7, you get 8. 1 to 8, you get 9. 1 to 9, you get 0. 1 to 0, you get, I'm sorry, 1 to 9, you're going to get 10. But in my head, I'm saying 0 because in lottery math, you only use single digits and you use the number that's on the right. So you don't use the 1, you just use the 0 and you count down. 1 to 0 is 1. 1 to 1 is 2. 1 to 2 is 3. 1 to 3 is 4. 1 to 4 is 5. 1 to 5 is 6. And then when you get to 1 to 6 is 7. This is where you stop at. Same number at the bottom you have at the top, you add it correctly. Okay, because if you keep adding to the 7, all you're going to do is repeat all these numbers all over again till you get to the 7 again. Here you add 1 to the 8, you get 9. 1 to 9, that's 10 again, you're just going to do the 0. 1 to 0 is 1. 1 to 1 is 2. 1 to 2 is 3. 1 to 3 is 4. 1 to 4 is 5. 1 to 5 is 6. 1 to 6 is 7. 1 to 7 is 8. And same number at the bottom, you get a top, you add it correctly. Same here. You add 1 to the 6, you get 7. 1 to 7 is 8. 1 to 8 again is 9. 1 to 9 is 10 again, but you use the 0. 1 to 0 is 1. 1 to 1 is 2. 1 to 2 is 3. 1 to 3 is 4. 1 to 4 is 5. 1 to 5 is 6 again. Same number top to bottom, you add it correctly. Now, reason why you're doing this, you want to see where this 786 is on the workout sheet. Here's your workout sheet right here. All these base numbers here have zeros in them. All right, they have zeros in them. So your base number will have a 0 in it in this rundown right here. So you're going to probably memorize those 12 numbers because they're going to be simple and easy to memorize. So what you're going to do, you're going to look for the numbers with a 0 in it to know which one is the base number. This 908 is not the base number at the top. This 019 is not a base number at the top. But this 120 is the base number. Okay? But it shows, it's going to show us 012, and here it is in column 1. And you go to column 1, and you're going to go down the column, and you're going to find it, but it's going to show as 678. Same number, because it's the 6 ways that it can come. Same number. And you're going to circle it. Bam, you're done. You found that number. That's going to mean a whole lot when you get ready to pick your numbers to play. Okay? Now, next thing is strategy number 2. Tracking the single pairs. Remember I told you that the 786 would have 3 separate pairs, which is strategy 2. Don't let this 2 confuse you. I probably shouldn't have put it that close. But it's strategy number 2. But you're going to have 3 different, you got 3 separate numbers, different numbers. So you're going to have 3 different pairs of strategy number 2. And this triangle here represents 2,710 of those 1,000 numbers in pairs. You'll find any pair in this little triangle that you can track. Don't ask me how I came up with this. And I didn't know nothing. I couldn't do math in school at all. But I've worked with it, and I figured it out, and you can find any of those pairs in here. So you're looking for the 786. So you're gonna look for the 78. You're gonna mark off, and you see that it came already once this month. All right, and you're gonna mark off the 68. That's the first time it came out this month. Wait a minute, no, it ain't. You're gonna mark off the 68, and you're gonna mark off the 78. I said the 78, the 68, and the 67. 67. That way you cover all the pairs. So at the end of the month, and you know, backtrack and double track yourself. At the end of the month, whatever pairs you don't mark off, you're gonna carry over to the next month. See, everything I got underlined here didn't fall in November, and now it just fell. Okay, and you'll know how to use it as you're tracking. As you start tracking the numbers, you'll see what they're doing. Anything here like this 2-9, I would be still looking for if I wanted to play it. This 16 hasn't failed, didn't fall last month, ain't failed yet. This 26, does it fail? 37 hasn't failed. Anything underlined, we say it hasn't failed. Okay. Now, and the reason being, using this strategy, I realized that the 38 pair hadn't failed in state of Missouri where I was at, that I used to play, and being state specific, was hadn't played for 120 days. That's what I mean by tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. You'll know what's going on with them. And as the law average, I knew in 120 days that 38 had to fall. So I played it and won because I realized that the 338 hadn't failed and the 388 hadn't failed. And I played the 338 and the 388 plus the 88 pair. I mean the 38 pair. That's what you know. You're not guessing at your numbers if you're tracking them when using this strategy. Same here. Just 0 to 9 with the 786, you mark off the 7 in the front, the 8 in the middle, and the 6 on the end. That way, any number you don't mark off, you're going to carry over into the next month. Because working with the law average, remember the numbers change places, so you know how to use those numbers. Just like the 768. Say that 786 was my everyday carry number and it hadn't came yet. And I realized that this 8 hadn't failed on the front. Say I didn't have a check mark by the 8, and I go over into the next month and it hasn't hit, and it's 786 is my number. I'm gonna play it as 876 and also as 867. Because working with the law average, that 8 will probably more than likely rotate, changing position, come out like that. And this way I could hit it exact. I hit it exact. And usually when I play a number, this is my everyday carry, I'm playing this straight box or a straight combo, as they'll call it. Straight box, straight combo. And I'll play these for $1. I play this for $1. And I play these 50-cent bets. That way, in Illinois, either way this come out, if it come out with this here or just here that I carry every day, that's a $290 bet that you win. That's half the, well, that's part of the jackpot. Because you're going to get $250 for the straight part, which I bet is straight, and I'm going to get $40 for the box part, for the any way that it comes. So that's $290. That's how that works. I'm so used to Missouri because they betting wages is different. It's $300 for a straight bet in Missouri. $300 bet for Missouri, and $50 for a box bet. Makes it even and simple, but Illinois is different. Okay. Now, and that's strategy number 3. Now, strategy number 3, let me show you again. Tracking again in Missouri, 7s didn't fall with no number for 2 months. No 7s with no PICK-3 number. So when I seen that, I got on 777s, and they came in. But I can't see that with the tic-tac-toe, the date sums, the grids, the flips, the multiple different rundowns. You ain't gonna see something that really can make you win big if you just carrying that hammer and then carrying all the rest of the tools to win, using all the rest of the tools to win, to get in the winner's circle. Here, I'm here. This is a teaching channel. I'm not giving you a fish where you eat for a day. I'm teaching you the fish so you eat for a lifetime. This is a teaching channel. So you're going to have to do the work, put the wood in, and get the fire out. You know what I'm saying? But using the PICK-3 of the workout sheets and the strategy is fairly simple to track it once you get it down. Because the sheets are all organized. They're all in position. Everything in numerical order for you. All you got to do is just write it on the paper. You ain't got to do a tic-tac-toe, a date sum, grid, flip, multiple different rundown. All you got to do is that 111 rundown on the winning number to come in, and you're good to go. And here it is with the front pair and the back pair strategy number 4. Strategy number 4. Back here, I always know what front pair and back pair didn't fall. Like on the front and the back, and when last time they fell. And that is 786. I can see that the 78 fell this year already. There's a yearly sheet on the front, which I knew already, because it's toward the end of the year. I know it pretty. November, December, and January is my winning months, because I didn't track the numbers down where they pretty much I know what's coming pretty well. And then the 86 on the back. And here it is, like this, 86. Okay. And that's 4. That's the part of the strategy. And then I got some more things I'm gonna show you here. So if you got time, if you like what you see so far, could you tap the screen twice for a thumbs up? Just tap that screen twice, click, click, and it'll give me a thumbs up if you like what you see. Now, when I was doing the 111 rundown on the numbers, there's an app that I didn't have. When I put this together, I went back a year and got all the data for a whole year to put this sheet up to see what numbers was left. And the front pair and the back pairs, I didn't do all of them. I just did the strategy number 1 to see what actual numbers were left and how they ran. But here's an app. I guess you might be able to see it on here, that you can download on your phone. It's called PICK-3 Workout Rundowns. Okay, and I'm gonna show you how to use it. You tap the app. It's called Blind Squirrel. See here? They got the 1-1 rundown. They have the 1-2-3 rundown. They have the 2-2-3 rundown, the 2-5-1 rundown, the 3-0-8 rundown, the 3-1-7 rundown, the 3-5-7 rundown, the 3-6-9 rundown, the 6-4-9 rundown, the 777s rundown, the 9-3s. The 973 rundown, the 999 rundown. They use all these rundowns to try to figure out what numbers coming the next day. and they don't tell you nothing. They give you the hammer, but you need more than the hammer. You need the rest of those 365 numbers to know what's going on with them numbers. Huh. But here for the 111 rundown specifically, we know that the winning number came in is going to be the 786. You're going to tap here in this white circle, and you're going to put the 786 in, right? 786. And you're going to tap the 111 rundown. That's the only one we be using. We don't worry about all this other stuff here. You're going to tap the 111 rundown. And there you go. It's going to do that rundown I did for you on paper. All the numbers you're going to find is going to be right here. And see there that 120 is? It's 012. You're going to go to the base number or that 012 is, and you're going to find the winning number that came in, which is 786 to show this 678. Where is that? No, it's on this paper here. And see here. I'm going to put it over here for you. I might can see better. See all the numbers that are here that I physically did. This did it in a matter of seconds. All right here. See here? They did the work for you. And all you got to do, see this 120 right here, but it's 012. That's the base number. I go to the master sheet. And here it is. That's column number 1, the 012. And there it is, 678. It shows the 678. Simple. Especially that app. I did it all longhand 30 years ago. But there wasn't no computers and all that back then. All right. Okay. Now, so any winning number that comes in, all you got, and then you hit clear to start over, and put a new number in, and you just put the new number, whatever number comes in for the winning. So it says any number. I'm gonna say 586. 586 came in, and you hit the 111 rundown, and it tells you what column. I know the 0. I know all the numbers start with a 0, and I got them in my memory, and I know this 586 gonna be under column 013. It's 031, but it's 013 on my paper. My base is the base number is 013. And I'll find the 586. See here. See 013 right there. And you're gonna find that there it is, 568. But I put it as 586. Right there. Right there in your face. Circle it, bam, you're done. All right. Now, if you know what mirrors are, only thing you really have to understand is mirroring systems. The mirror, what the numbers are mirrors. They call it flip and mirroring numbers. You don't have to worry about no flip numbers. All you gotta do is know what mirroring numbers, what opposite numbers are. They call them mirror, but I call them opposite because people use that mirror and interchanging, and half people don't understand what a flip and the difference between a flip and a mirror. I didn't at one time, but I had to educate myself if I was going to teach people. So I learned that mirrors and flips are totally different numbers. Okay, so and I stopped calling them mirrors. I call mine on this channel opposite numbers. This I'll show you. Opposite numbers. This half of the 1,000 numbers, this half over here is opposite from this half. This half over here It's opposite from this half. That's all you got to know. And I'm going to show you how. I'm going to use this number line here, okay? I'm going to do 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And to get the bottom numbers here, all you're going to do is add plus 5 to the top numbers, okay? You're going to add 5 to 0, you get 5. 5 to 1, you get 6. 5 to 2, you get 7. 5 to 3, you get 8. 5 to 4, you get 9. All right? Now, just like sheet I showed you, triple zeros to 499 is the top numbers. 500 to 999 is the bottom numbers. Opposite numbers. This top of the numbers is opposite from this bottom part of the numbers. The bottom part is opposite to the top. All right? Reason being, a 0 opposite 5, 5 opposite 0. 1 opposite 6, 6 opposite 1. 2 opposite 7, 7 opposite 2. 3 opposite 8, 8 opposite 3. 4 opposite 9, 9 opposite 4. Simple. It's just like taking the 1,000 numbers, just dividing them in half. So let's say you play 0, 1, 2. And the lottery played 5, 6, 7. All it did was play your opposite number on the bottom. The opposite number, which is the 5, 6, 7, or vice versa. Let's say then let's play you played the bottom number and you played 7, 8, 9. And the lottery played 2, 3, 4. All they did was play your opposite number up here, or the PICK-3 number, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4. 2 opposite 7, 7 opposite 2, 3 opposite 8, 8 opposite 3, 4 opposite 9, 9 opposite 4. Simple. Now here, you got the, let me see, you got the, a double. Let's do a double, which is 1, 2, 2. The opposite of it is 6, 7, 7. Reason being, 1 is a 6, opposite 6, 6 opposite 1. 2 opposite 7, 7 opposite 2. 6, 7, 7. 1, 2, 2. Now, triples is the same case. Say you play triple zeros and the lottery played triple fives. Same thing. Or you play triple fives, they play triple zeros. The reason being, 0 opposite 5, 5 opposite 0. Reason why that's important, in each one of these columns, on the doubles and on the singles, all these numbers are opposite of each other. Get them up more. All these numbers are opposite in every column here. Did I get it over? See here? Let's show one in the middle here. This 018, the opposite is 563. There it is right there. It's 129. The opposite is 674. Right in your eyes. The 230. The opposite is 785. Okay. 341, the opposite of it is 896, right there. And the 452, the opposite of it is 907. Reason being, as you tracking these numbers using this sheet, and you're using this sheet every month, you're going to find that some columns ain't going to even hit that month. Some columns might not hit for 2 months. Some columns might not hit for 3 months. And it's right there you'll be able to keep track of what's going on. And if you got a column ain't hit for 3 months working with the law average, you know 9 out of 10 that fourth month, say it's this column here, don't hit, You want to play that whole column and any numbers that didn't hit prior. I usually play a 50-cent box. And any numbers I know didn't hit prior, I play straight box. And so if anything come off the column period, I already know what numbers I'm going to load up on. I'm going to load up on the ones that hadn't showed up, working with the law average. So sometimes you can get 4 of these numbers that didn't show up for 4 months. That's opposite each other, working with the law average. You want to play those 4 or those 2. I don't see where in 4 months normally you're going to have 3 of them that didn't hit in a column. But it could happen. The numbers run random. Anything can happen. And the only way you going to know anything is happening is you tracking. Just like I told you, them 7s didn't run with no number for 2 months. Who would have thunk it? 2 months. Or that 38 didn't run for 4 months, for 120 days. Who would have thunk it? You don't know no rhyme or reason what's going on with these numbers if you're not tracking them. And ain't no tic-tac-toe, no date something, no grid, no multiple different rundowns. It's going to show you that all these different rundowns here is not going to show you. You're just going to have a hammer in your hand to build your house. And you ain't going to know what to do with all them numbers and all these different rundowns. It just ain't going to tell you nothing. If you ain't tracking all 1,000 numbers with some strategy, I don't care what you use. But I'm the only one that teaches this one. You know, because I put the work in to come up with it. Let's see what else I got here for you guys that I want to show you. You might be in for a little treat. I'm going to show you this. You'll be in for a little treat on this one, I think. You'll be in for a little treat. I'm going to show you this. Be in for a little treat. I hope everybody having a lovely, lovely day. I hope y'all can see. Let me try to clean it up. Look like it's got a lot of fingerprints on it. I don't know if y'all gonna be able to see it. With all these fingerprints. But I need to show you. Clean it up a little bit. These fingers, my fingers so oily, man. They just grease up everything. Hold on a minute. I hope y'all can see this. I hope you can see it. I hope you can see it. Let me see. Is it coming up? I hope y'all can make out the numbers, or you'll get the gist of it. I can see myself. Good gracious. I think y'all can see it fairly well. But then my baby right here. This got 15 years of data in it. And I put them all in by hand, manually, for Missouri and Illinois. I put it in. Good gracious. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this because my eyes are not focusing. Oh, man. Come on, let's see here. I'm going to try to get it done, though. I'm going to try to get it done. 15 years. Like the 786 that came in, I can search it. I'm going to put in a 7, 8, 6. Or did I put it in here yet? Did I put it in last night or not? Let me see something. I'm going to search it and see if it came in for Illinois. Is that on the 24th? Yeah. See, I all up here is Missouri's data for 15 years back. Like I said, I just came over to Illinois this year. So I didn't know how I was going to cover the Illinois data in here. This got 15 years back for Missouri. So I just picked up in 2024 since I'm here and entered 2024 information for Illinois. I went back all the way to January. And see here, that's the first time it came in for Illinois on the evening draw. I can put any number in here and it tell me how many times it played. Well, when I was in Missouri, it tell me right now, just tell me Illinois or one time. It tell me the time, the date, and everything in the year or when it last played. I can put any number. Like I can see the last time. No, come on, clear it out. I can see the last time. Remember the front back. See how I calculated how to realize this. This would have me put the sheet together. See, I can see the last time that 7 8 fell on the front or the back. 7 8. Now I'm gonna hit search. I didn't do it there. I did something else I can't see. I'm gonna play with it. 7 8. This is powerful, y'all. I think I can show this. Now to show me. See, it go back to 2005. See that? 2005. I put it all manually, and I can tell you. Well, in Illinois, I can tell you when the last time that 7 8 fell on the front, because I go all the way down to the bottom. Because it's down the bottom. See, now here it is. Anything with 24 is all Illinois, belong to Illinois. Anything with 24 on it. Okay, so this starting with March. First time it hit in March on the front was 786. Is that 24? Yeah, I see something. Yeah, was that March? So let me see. Oh, that was March. So I didn't enter it for. Oh, I didn't enter it for December. It's September. So that's showing. It would show that it fell twice. Let me enter it. Let me show y'all how I enter it. Okay. So today, what the 15th, right? Yeah, the 15th is the 786 came in. So I got to put it in here. Come on, thing. If I do this right, 786. Make sure I see it right. 786. Okay. 786. Okay, I think I put it in right. I can hardly see y'all. Just forgive me. Pray for me. Pray for me. Cause I'm had eye surgery and I got glaucoma. So the old body doing its thing, turning back to dirt. Turning back to dirt, y'all. The old body turning back to dirt. Now let's go back. I put it in for December like it's supposed to be. And now let's go back and check it again. And okay, now. Why did it do that? Let me go back. I got to put it in. Oh, I got to hit up here. Where's the search at? What's it doing? Come on. Why didn't it hit my search? Come back. I'll get it, y'all. I'll get it. 786 is in. Now, I need to hit the search up here. Okay. Turning back to dirt. Pray for me. 786. Okay, now, and hit the search. Now it should come out right. I knew it was something wrong there. Okay. Now we're going to go back to 24 and it'll show. See here? Last time it hit. First time it hit exact like that. Wait a minute. Okay, again, yeah. Oh, the 2014. It went all the way back 2014. Okay, that's Missouri number. Okay, now we can pick up on March of 2024. Yeah, March of 2024. Oops. Come on, Terry. You didn't mean to do that. March of 2024. There it is, the show. And see, I can see how many times he hit like that. Okay. And again, like I was saying, if I just want to see how many times the 7-8 hit on the front alone with what number, that's why I call this my baby. It's my baby, y'all. I play with it when I ain't doing nothing. It's just to see what's going on with, come on, thing, come on. And then my fingers don't want to work sometimes. I'll do the 7-8 to see how it fell on the front and the back. And come on. What? I hit it wrong. Bear with me. Just bear with me. I'm getting there. I'm going to get there, I guess. 7-8. 7-8. Now, search. Did I hit the search? I still didn't hit that search. Okay, now hit the search, Jerry. Okay. Then you go down to 2024. Look at all them numbers. Look at all them numbers, y'all. Now, let's see. 2024 or March. Is that March? Wait a minute. Let me do it this way. I'm working hard instead of smart, look like. I'm working hard instead of smart. Bring it up so I can see it and then show you all. That's what I'll do. We'll bring it up, put it in, then show you all. Okay, see there? 786. Then that 7-8 fell on the back. That's what I mean why it's important to know the front and the back. Then 7-8 on the front here. Look like it fell. Look like it's been failed 3 times on it. Let's see. Here it fell. Here it fell. Man, that 7-8 been doing this thing, ain't it? Yeah. 7-8 on the front. 7-8 on the front. 7-8 on the back. 7-8 on the back. See what I mean? No rhyme or reason how it's gonna go. 7-8 on the back. 7-8 on the front. 7-8. It's been 7-8-6. Even though that 7-8 is a popular number that most people play anyway. 7-8-6 and 1-2-3. Okay, so that's it. If you can see that, just go back and look at it. I'm gonna upload this video, but I'm just see that. Wow. So it fell on the front. If I can count on the front, 1, 2, 3. No, it didn't. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times. See, like I say, about average 3 to 4 times a number come in the year. And then on the back. On the back, it fell 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. See that? Did y'all see that? You see what I'm talking about? That's why you got to know what's going on with them numbers. Did you see that? So if the 7-8 from 7-8, let me show you. Look at. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Now, if it come 4 times, that's a little above the average. The next year, it might only come 2 times. See the 7-8-0, 7-8-1, 7, boom, come on, 7-8-2, 7-8-3, 7-8-4, 7-8-5, 7-8-6, 7-8-7, 7-8-9. Now next year, you might not get a 7-8 on the front at all. I'm telling y'all. I'll tell you what I know, not what I think I know. Or on the back at all. So, but on the front, on average, you might get out of the whole year, if you play these numbers just like that every day, exact for the whole year, You might get the 7A6 that did came out twice, or what is it, twice or three times, and then you might get and so on average you get these three here. This is the average. That's all you get for the whole year. The next year you might get these three here for the whole year. The next year you might get this three. That's why I say it takes 3 years for these numbers to rotate out. That's why you can't get it with the tic-tac-toe. They wrote multiple different rundowns or algorithms. If you ain't tracking all 1,000 numbers, you don't know what's going on with them. You got to know to get in the winner circle and know why you're playing. Lotto AI. Now I heard something about the Lotto AI. I think I haven't had a chance to check it out. BLZ, you like it? There's an app called Lotto AI. I think I seen somebody a little bit about it on YouTube. Is it doing something different? Does it cost for it or anything? Or is it free? And peace and love back to you. I'm glad to have you with us. But I pretty much, if it's doing here what I'm doing, is I pretty much don't really have to sweat anything because it's all in what I'm looking at is all in here. And I can do probably, I can see the front pair, I can see the back pair number. I can see a single, when the last time just a number fell single. I'm lucky to have this tab because you can't do that with a lot of them no more because they want to combine all the data and information, you know? Let's see, if I just want to reverse it and say 8-7 and see last time it played 8-7 and check it. Come on down. And check when the 8-7 fell in 2024. See 8-7, 1, 2. Let's go up to, let me take it back up to March. I mean not March, but see the earliest in 24. Okay, here it is right here. It's 1, 2, 1, 2. 3, 4, 5. That's 5 times. That's 5 times. Look like. Is that 24? January 24. Now let's see what it played on the back. 8-7 on the back. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 times. On the 8-7 and the 7-8. Okay, all right. You done playing New Jersey for the rest of the year? Okay. Okay. Hey, Aaron, how you doing? Glad to have you with us. Yeah, but on average, as they go out, I'm saying these numbers can go out on average three times only on the front and the back, or if you're running if you're running any number, you're gonna get three on average a year, and you're gonna have your off times on some of the numbers because it's 1,000 numbers, so it could be off, but on average you're only gonna get three, and some like triples is supposed to be an average of a three, but some states probably got three or four, and then some states ain't even hit zero triples all year yet. You know what I'm saying? But if I got to that point and I was playing a triple, looking at a triple, and all year they ain't played no triple, I would probably play it in December if I was to play the triples and have a reason to play it. Just like I'm saying in Illinois to play the triple eights. Okay, because and the eights are clowning. I mean, them eights can feel about 15 different times already. Single, they ain't feel. I hit the 885, just hit the 885 because I realized that eight pair hadn't failed on the front for the whole year. That's why at the end of the last month I don't fall off my numbers because they'll get them last 2 weeks, all your numbers will show up. I hate to tell you that, BLZ. So this is a debate, but you gotta do what you gotta do, man. But yeah, I used to fall off for that number and that number. My number has come on the very last day of the year, and I almost fell off of it. But New Year's Eve, my number come, and I wasn't gonna play it, and I say, no, you better play the number on the very last day, and it came out. So yeah, I know what it feels like. But here the 885 hadn't failed on the front all year. When I went back using, I guess I'll call it baby, and found out that 885, the 85 only failed once in January on the front. So I said, shoot, I'm gonna make sure I was playing triple eights, and I played the 885 because it only failed once for the whole year. And working with the law average, I always match up my numbers that haven't failed to uh, each other. So I would have did the same thing if this 8.5 hadn't failed for the whole year. That's how I came up. I got a question the other day. How did I come up with that 5? It's because I went back, and not because I had the calculator. I could have did that without the calculator. Because see, each sheet I'm doing a January, February, March, April, May, June, July sheet. I'm doing a sheet every year. That AA, well, if I more likely will jump off of it unless I'm going to make that my daily carry, my daily number carry, which is usually around 6 or 7 numbers. And how I play it, I might. But if it don't play for another 3 months, that's part of the game. You know that, but I'm not looking for that to happen. But I'll back off. I got my numbers that I'm carrying. I know where I'm playing them. Then I'll pick them eights back up because they're gonna be definitely in play. When I win, I go back and pick up the numbers that I let go. I go back and pick up. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I probably would play eight triple eights. I play that eight front, but front and that eight back, because I'm figuring 9 out of 10, one of them they gonna show back up on the front of that back. They might not show as a combo or a split pair like you might call it, but they on the front. I'm looking for that front and back going into the next 2025 to come. That'll be pretty much $1.50, say. But to say them triple eights come again, or if one of these hit front or back, I'm gonna load up on the triple eights. Because what I'm really after is the triple eights. That's what I'm after. You see what I'm saying, BLZ? That's what I'm after. I ain't gonna sink a whole lot of money because I'm sinking money into it a little bit right now. But I hit that 799. I hit that that 268. I hadn't hit 4 or 5 times already this year and recently. So I got money to reinvest. Hey, Ella, how are you? Glad to have you with us. You see what I'm saying? It depends on your numbers in your state. But I play my numbers. I stick with them. I don't jump on and off of them. But when I hit, I always got my numbers out and narrowed down to play. 6 grand. 6 grand? Wow. But you play midday and evening, BLZ? Thank you. Thank you, Ella. Bless you also. You play midday or evening, or you just talking about evening alone? Both draws, yeah. Yeah. That's why I don't do both draws. I don't do both draws. I just do one draw. And then only at the end of the year, I'll go like that 5-5-8 I hit. I tracked it for midday and realized that 5-5 front and back was hot. And I put that 8 and the 8 with it because I ran it down and I hit. But I don't do that's the only way I play. I don't play midday all year. I just play uh, evening all year. Now I go to midday to see if I see, like I say, like the 8-8-5 that Mike hadn't played for the whole year, and I match it up. I then pick and choose some numbers. Really, what I'm looking for, really what I'm looking for is where no triples have failed on the front or the back, 00 on the front or 00 on the back. That's the kind of stuff I look for. But mine is only because that can burn you up and have you missing stuff trying to catch both midday and evening. That's kind of better money. I was thinking you was playing both though. Yeah, you don't. I really don't. I got off of that. I used to play midday evening, run to Illinois, play midday evening. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You don't want to hurt nobody, B. It ain't worth that. Just back off and take your time. And track, track them. Because you don't never know when they going to line up. And you'll see something. Like going into Illinois already now, I can already tell you that it ain't going to be much for me to deal with in Illinois too much next month. But my numbers that I'm carrying, because mostly Illinois did its thing. I'm telling y'all, Illinois did its thing with the pairs and the numbers for my tracking. Illinois did good. It did its thing. It brought all the numbers it was supposed to bring out. It really did. It really did. And I was surprised. And I just got over here in June and started playing. This 168 is the only number and its opposite ain't played for the whole year. Usually it's about 3 or 4 of them that you're going to carry over into the next year. But this is the only one left. And you just notice this 582 just hit. And this 268 just hit twice. And it's the only thing pretty much the 8s, and this here is what I'm looking at carrying myself right here. Not a whole lot of numbers. These I'm definitely going to carry. I'm going to do the 8s 50-cent run. And I'm going to do triple 8s. See here? It hit off of every one of these hit. We just hit the, remember I said hit the 799? Just track them. Just track them. You ain't got to play. I mean, I know it's hard not to, but if you do, don't play a lot. Just play enough to win and put back in. You'll see them like, but Illinois and did this thing. Usually I usually have like these columns here in Missouri. I usually have at least three of these left that I would carry into next year. It didn't hit everything that I didn't put up. Where the numbers and the opposite in the field hit everything. That's why I know I'm probably gonna go at least January, February, March over here, 3 months until probably really not betting that heavy until I see how the numbers line up. It takes almost 3 months for those numbers to line up. Okay, but let's see, column 11 on the doubles. That's doubles. Wait a minute. No, you said column 11. That 3 months is okay. Remember I told you 90 days. I really don't start picking up my numbers. You talking about 027? I don't start picking up my numbers until 60, 90 days out of looking at numbers to play. 60, 90, and especially 90 days. Yeah, 137. I hear you, Aaron. Yeah, 137 in the mirror. Go with that 682 because they neither one. I mean, the opposite. I don't really say mirrors. I've been saying mirrors for so long. The opposite of it, I would definitely roll them both if you can, and I would definitely earn the 37 ain't fail if you can 50 cent. Just do it 50 cent if you can. I don't want to throw you off. I don't want to throw you off. Aaron, here. Okay. You see this 1-7 ain't fell on the front? I'd play it as 1-7-3. It ain't fell on the front all year. 50 cent straight. And this 3-7 ain't fell on the front. I definitely play it as 3-7-1. Also. 3-7-1. 1-7-3. 50 cents straight if you wanna. See that? See why I say that? Because if that 1-7 come, it more likely to bring that 3 with it since it ain't fell all year. And it can fall like that. But see, we only got 3. It did its thing. We only got 1 in Illinois, 1, 2, 3 front pairs left. It's usually at least 8 or 9 front pairs that don't play for the whole year. I'm saying Illinois been doing its thing. It's been cleaning up with the numbers. And on the back is only 3. It's the 2s, the 39, and the 50, the 50. But I would definitely play 1-7-3. I probably am 50 cents straight, and the 3-7-1, 50 cents straight, and play it as I have it on the sheet as 1-3-7, like you got it looking there. Hey Scott, how you doing? Glad to have you with us. That 97, yeah, 97. Yeah, that's your 3 pairs, yeah. On that sheet, on the pair sheet, strategy number 2, triangle. And on the front and back pair, do I mark off the 97? Yeah. Yeah, and the 72. Yeah, that's what you're marking off pair. Exactly. Uh-huh. Right, Ella. That's what you do. Yep. That's what you do. Gotta have more than a hammer to win, y'all. It's gotta do it. Gotta chuckle. But yeah. And that's what you do. Like I say, November and December and it's proven. It showed to prove itself here in Chicago. In Illinois. Thanks, Scott. It'd be 7-9, Ella. It'd be 7-9. Let me show you. See? Same number. I mean, it's the pair, but it's just vice versa. 7-9. Right there. All these numbers will be different, but they might not be in that order. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Good question, Al. Believe me, when I put the triangle together, I didn't understand it. I'm telling you. I'm like, now how do I use this thing? How am I gonna find what and find this and find that and to adorn on it? Just it's there. Just use it. It's there. You see it, but it ain't 9-7. It's 7-9, or it ain't 8-6. It's 6-8. It works, but that's it. That's all. I had to figure it out myself. So that's a good question. Every lot of people probably thinking the same thing. And it covers all of the pairs of the 1,000. Any other questions? Good questions. Good questions, everybody. Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Yeah. Yeah. You got it. Let's see. You can. Okay. I can. I think I'm missing something, Aaron, about okay. I can. Okay. Thank you. Okay. 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 Yeah. You see what I'm talking about. I got you. All righty. Anything else? Yeah, I showed everybody my little treat here. This tracks all the numbers for me. I could even see where like that's what also made me find out where the one or the two or the zero in what position it would be in. Like you can just put a single number in and it'd take you forever to go down to that, like a one, and search. I think if we can. Didn't hit it right. And search. See. Okay. Let me see here. I'm gonna bring it up to myself so I can see it. Stop fighting with it. Yes, he give you all the ones and the last time how they fell in what position. Just a single number. That's why I was starting to say, okay, I need to know when they fall in the middle or the back or the end. And that's what made me do strategy number 3, alpha tracking. But let's see. Yeah, midday or even is related to triple, huh? That's how it goes. Yeah, that's the purpose of the 111 rundown. Oh, yeah. That's the purpose of it. To find the number in the column. When you find that number in them columns when tracking them, because you're gonna do a sheet every month, and you find a column and you mark them off as you go. You see a column ain't hit for 3 months. That's when you look for that column to pull your numbers off of. Even if you ain't played, at least you know where to go to find numbers to play. Because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to play too much heavy until March of Illinois. From what I've seen, they did already. They already met the law average for me. Uh, so I'm going to wait to see how they line up around January, February, March. Probably in March, tell me what numbers are best to play off of what columns. And I'm going to be looking for a column that ain't hit in 3 months or better, like that. Because it ain't, there's nothing I can carry over, really. They didn't played everything but that 137 and that 128 that's opposite each other. They only got three front pairs and three back pairs. I ain't seen that before. But like I say, no rhyme or reason how these numbers gonna work if you ain't tracking them. I wouldn't have got that A8 if I hadn't known that the A8 hadn't failed on the front all year. And that's why I'm playing the triple A, because they ain't played in I mean, I know I don't do triples, but they hadn't played since July, the A8 pair. So that's when I picked it up. I let I let the numbers be behind, like 3 months or so. Especially, I know doubles can take 5 months and not hit. Yeah, yeah. So I ain't gonna be picking them up in no 2 months or no or 2 months pretty much. Yeah, you see. Yeah, that 5-5 haven't played all year. Yeah, like I said, the AA hadn't played all year on the front, but near the end of the year it showed up. But I knew that the AA hadn't played for since January, so that's why I picked it up. 5-5 ain't played. Yeah, that's cool. Then what I do with the 5-5, like I did with the five, I'll see the last time a number fell on that back end with the five. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, like I say, just take your time track, back off of it. The numbers ain't gonna go nowhere, but they'll start lining up. They have to with the law average. Just back off of them. Don't play. I don't blame you. You them all, but you ain't gonna catch them all. But that 5-5, um, it could go. Yeah, it can go into next year and not play. I didn't see them do that. A number can go into the middle of next year and not play. That's why I don't jump on all and off all them numbers. You just have to wait, because I know what numbers I'm playing. Just like I said, it'll come to you. Just track them. You ain't got to be frustrated with playing if it's frustrating you. BLC, especially I'm not sure. I'm thinking North Carolina does have. Yeah, they do have the fireball, right, and the power and fireball and the wild ball, and that throws a lot off. That wild ball to me really is doing something with that pick 3 in the odd thing, in the odds. Oh, North New Jersey. Okay, okay. Just track, just track. The beats not knowing what to play or see what's going on. And don't load up unless a number is 90 days out or better. Here, column 5 with the 005 didn't play for 5 months. It can happen with those doubles. New York Day, please. What is that a please? He said. Look like please. I'm state specific. AK for Illinois evening draw. Oh yeah, yeah. There's a lot of possibilities. Right. Yep. With that extra ball thrown in there. With, with that extra ball thrown in there. Like I said, you have to track them and see what's going on, and you don't have to play all the time. I wouldn't play all the time if it's frustrating. But I track all the time. That's for sure. I'll never stop tracking. I ain't never stop doing that one because some could come out that I mean it almost have to be impossible for the number not to show. Like them sevens that didn't show for 2 months, or that 38 that rolled for 4 months. Yeah, mm-mm. You ain't got to play to see that. Just hold your bank. Just hold your bank. Hold your bank. Like that 044. It didn't fall none last year. That's why I was rolling at double four and them double nines. Remember they didn't fall for 3 months? And that 044 fell and them triple nines came right behind it. Like that. That's the kind of stuff you're going to be looking for. But you got to give it 90 days out. 90 days out. Your numbers should be at least 60 to 90 days out. I don't have anything for New York. Simple fact, I'm state specific. AK for somebody might on here can help you. I know Scott is good with that and like that, but I'm state specific. PICK-3 class is set up where I teach you how to fish and not give you a fish where you eat for a day, but you eat for a lifetime. And with this strategy, you learn the strategy, do your tracking, pick your numbers what need to be played. But I just don't give out numbers because I know what's involved, and I wouldn't know where to start to give you any number to play or even suggest. But I thank you for being on the channel here. Yeah, I wouldn't even know where. I just don't focus on that. I focus on showing people how to get into the winner circle. Who show all? Oh, that a lotto. I mean AI lotto. They show all the overdue numbers for every state. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you can use that, but I know. I mean, only go back for a year. I mean, if they within 2024, but I would play the numbers. If I was looking at something like that, I'll see if the numbers, what number and opposite number hadn't played. The net, I wouldn't even trip off of it too much. If it's overdue and the 1, 2, 3 and the 6, 7, 8 ain't part of it, I wouldn't worry about it. That's what I'm looking for, numbers and the opposites. All the numbers that haven't been played straight. That's cool. Like I said, I really don't look at if a number is playing straight unless I know the front pair and the back pair of the last time it came out, and and what position the numbers are in. The play is straight. Why would I be playing it? That's how I do it. I wouldn't be playing. Wouldn't unless they can guarantee me it's gonna come out. But other than that, I don't look at whether it's straight or not how I play. I look at the front pair, back pair, single digits. Those four strategies, and they have to make sense. They have to make sense to me because I'm the object is to hit them straight. Oh, well, thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you for the compliment, AK. I try to, well, because I have something I can teach and I can be straightforward with it. If I couldn't teach it and be straightforward, I wouldn't do it. And I know that this is about as good as it gets with PICK-3 because it's the law of average. You got 365. And I've been there. I've lost money, and didn't know how I was going to get out that hole until I stopped digging and put this strategy together and just felt it was something I could share with everyone. And I'm not going to be upset with nobody if they don't see what I see because I didn't see it at first. I'm not, I'm surprised I even came up with it myself. I'm probably more astounded and surprised than anybody on here that I even came up with it. But I knew the rundowns, the tic tac toes, the grizz, all everything I was being taught wasn't working. And I'm always being a person to try to think outside the box. And that's it. This is it, y'all. I mean, tracking is the key. Tracking is key. Like I said, if you're tracking, you're going to be packing a lucky time, but you got to be patient. These numbers ain't going nowhere. When you see something that's good to hit and you then tracked and did the homework, 9 out of 10, it's going to show up. It's going to show up. If you see a 8 ain't failed and a 8 ain't failed but once in January and the 8 5 back ain't failed but once in January, and you see that 8 ain't failed for 3 months as a pair, and you get into December and not play it, you know, I wouldn't know how to check it. Like I'm saying, my gathering data is starting from January to present. I have no data on what to do with New York. Unless you did the data or use my system and can tell me something that I could help you. Lotto AI app. Is that? I guess it's a free app. Do you have to pay for it, BLZ? That Lotto AI. Oh, it is. So, but how? I can go look at it. But how does it work? I mean, what does it do? What does it do? I mean, you said it shows you what numbers ain't played and stuff like that. I'll go look at it though. You know. But like I say, I got most of all of my data myself though. Oh, give me you. I don't know what that's on. Yeah, got to put the work in to get the wood out. Got to put the wood in to get the fire out. It don't take long though. Once you learn the strategy, you you can track them in a matter of 5 to 10 minutes. But as you build in your data, you'll see things and build your narrow down the numbers that you're going to play pretty much on a consistent basis. Like I say, I try to keep mine around $3 to $5 a day, and then when I win, I know where I'm going with my money and where to place it. Yeah, Yeah. Well, it's almost over in Hades. Okay. I wouldn't know what number to say, or even suggest a number. I don't work like that. If you had some numbers, if you had my system and you could ask me questions, then I could help you, or what hasn't played or something like that. Even if I had some, could go get some information, I wouldn't know where to get it. But there's no magic way or nothing to do that. I mean, I used to think that. I used to think on rainy days play triple twos. I used to think on sunny days play triple eights. I used to think that 1, 2, 3 bought 6, 7, 8. You know, until I started following for 30 years. I just think all that. I just think that didn't work. And I hit on them. I've dreamed numbers and hit, but that's luck. Luck runs out. But I can bank money on a 8 that ain't fell on the front, and an 8 5 ain't fell on the back, and an 8 8 ain't fell in 3 months, showing up in December. I can bank on that since July. I can bank on that. That an 8 8 something better come out the works. That's all I can say, y'all. I can bank on that. Or 044, and its opposite ain't didn't fall none in 2023. Illinois evening draw, and then the 4 4 pair and the 9 9 pair don't fall for 3 months. I can bank on that 044 coming out pretty much, because its opposite hadn't failed. See what I'm saying? That's what I mean by building a skill set and a strategy. That's what you bank on. And you know that them doubles could take 3 months and not hit off a column. 4 months, 5 months. And triples might not hit at all for a whole year. And if it do, it could be just one. Like I think in Illinois, from my tracking, I think triple fives hit 5 times midday. I think it had 6 triples to fall midday in Illinois, and 4 to fall evening. The 5, the 6, the 7, and the 9s. And I'm looking for the 8s, but I know that I'm going against the law average on them 8s. But I'd be crazy not to keep them in play. And look how many 8s didn't hit this month alone. The 786 just hit. I think I 8 something fell before that. So, hey, I ain't gonna be mad if it don't show. I gave it my best. I know that. But I'm banking on more likely to show them 8s. I'm playing them 8s. I don't care what they do. I'm playing probably gonna carry them over into next year too. And 8s did hit midday in Illinois, I think. I hear you, Aaron. Box a whole column for $300, make your money back. I don't know. Can I repeat? What's that? Repeat, please. I'm not understanding what you mean. Repeat. Um, like I said, them numbers ain't going nowhere. BLC. You don't want to burn your money like that, because you don't know anything. You got 60 numbers. Um, what's on the front and what's on the back and what column? I don't know if you're gonna do $300 worth like that. Last part: how to box. How to box. What are you talking about? How to box a single number? Okay, or combination of a number. Okay, let's say you want a boxer number. I think that's what you're asking. Okay, say you got 1, 2, 3. Say you playing this number and your number's straight. That's how you're gonna get the jackpot. That's your jack. That pays in Illinois $500. But you don't know exactly how this number gonna come. So it can only come 6 different ways that way. It can come 1, 2, 3. It can come 1, 3, 2. It can come 2, 1, 3. It can come 2, 3, 1. It can come 3, 1, 2. And it can come 3, 2, 1. That's what they call box the number or combination of the number. So anyway this number comes, you'll win something. You won't win the $500. In Illinois, you'll win $40. But if you play a straight box, say you play the 1, 2 here, you play this one and this like this together, and the straight comes, you'll get the $250 plus the $40 for this combination here. Gives you $290. You win that away for $1. For $1 to play it like this, you get the $500. For $1 straight box, and they usually call it straight box, you get the $290 like that. But a lot of people, if they don't know how it's coming, they'll just play this part here for $1 or 50 cents. If you play it for $1, you're going to win $80. And if you play it for 50 cents, you'll just win the $40. Like that. Yeah, doubles only have 3 ways. Doubles only have 3 ways because it's 2 like numbers. You got the 1, 1, 2. It can only come out of the 1,000 numbers. The way it can come is 1, 2, 1 or 2, 1, 1 out of the 1,000 numbers. Them the only numbers that'll be out of that 1,000 numbers. They come 1, 12, 1, 21, or 2, 11. And triples only come one way. No matter how those numbers change positions, it's still going to be triple zeros, triple ones, or triple twos, no matter if they change positions. We basing these numbers changing positions that make up the different numbers. These here come 6 different ways. They got three different numbers, so they're going to come 6 different ways to make up that number. In Kansas City, we have 2 pick from exact or any $1 play per day. I don't know if I understand the 2 pick. I don't know. You mean the two? You mean the pairs? You're talking about the pairs, like the pairs. I know they got 2 picks. 2 picks. I haven't looked at that into that. I know a lot of people ask me about playing the wild ball and fireball. I don't mess with those. I don't mess with fireball and wild balls because you don't know what fireball or wild ball gonna come out. You have no way to track it. I can't use the law average on it. And there's no telling how long it could take for the number to come out. Same with pairs, 2 pair. I don't do the 2 pair because it's got too many options on 2 pair. But that 3 pair, you can track the front end and back of it to kind of get an idea. And the single pair, track them down to make up the PICK-3. I don't know how to do no two pair. I haven't played those two pairs since they came out with them in Illinois or Missouri. But if you got something that's working for you, or you got something is working, that's all I can say. Exact or any on ticket. Okay. You wouldn't call wild ball in Missouri worth it? I don't see where you see. I mean, where's the benefit? How how can you win with it? Wild ball, you don't know what's coming. Because that wild ball could be anything. I don't see. I see a lot of people now. What I wish they had a cap was split pairs, because you can cover a lot with that split pair. You really can, and that's why they got rid of it when they came up with that wild ball. Because if you got a split pair, you can cover. Let's say uh, I play A8 on the front, that pair on the front, and that A8 on the back, and then I can split pair that A8 split pair. That's a good coverage because you can cover that pair of eights any way it come out or any number. That's a good coverage. If say uh let's say 1 2 pair, you can play the 1 2 pair on the front, and then you can play the 1 2 pair on the back. But we never got to that 1 2 pair. Then you can play the 1 2 split pair or the 2 1 split pair. Oh man, I would have loved to been able to play that because I got everything covered pretty much. So anything like that with 12 in it, and I ain't spending all that money, and I know my number that I'm playing is 1 2 3. I'll just take that money and power right into that. Oh yeah, a lot of who was that? North Carolina got rid of. They had that split pair. Man, I would love to have that split pair for a while to play with it. Hmm. But they got rid of that split pair because they know people was winning with that split pair, man. They were winning. They were winning. If they played it right, they were winning. Um, yeah. Any other questions, family? I think this was a good live. I hope everybody realize tracking is the key, but you got to be patient, be persistent. You can't play them all, but you can track them all. Just take your time. They ain't going nowhere. And you know they ain't going nowhere because everybody else is, uh, trying to do it with a hammer. But you got to have all the tools to build a house. You got to track all 1,000 so you can see what they're doing and how they rotate and how the law of the average works. And don't play a lot of money trying to hit unless playing just arbitrary, just playing a column. $300 down would be kind of because they could play triple zeros on you unless you're playing triple zeros. But I wouldn't play triple zeros like that. Nobody. All right, everyone. think my grandkids gonna be rolling in a minute, and then it's gonna be all over but funds and games. Okay, 51963 pair calling 19 front pairs. 19 is a front pair if that's what you got. And you look like you got, I don't know what that 519 is. And that's, are you talking to me or are you talking to Scott on something? Oh, that's Scott. Wait a minute. Oh, that's Scott telling him what to do in New York. Okay. Is that New York or Haiti? So wait. Okay. All right. I got you, Scott. Okay, family. I'm getting ready to call it quits. So, like I always say, play them till they come. Make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless. And if you're tracking, you'll soon be packing the Lucky Town. OPPB. Be organized, be patient, be persistent, stick with your budget, play responsibly. All righty. Have a blessed one.